Hi guys, so my name's John, and if you didn't already know, I am the Miniature Hobbyist. And yeah, this past year or so, I've really been trying out lots of different ways of obviously painting miniatures. As obviously it's a great hobby, and everyone loves to share what they do, and everyone obviously wants to learn new ways of doing things. And yeah, I've tried quite a few varieties of ways. If we go back about 2 years, obviously I've had this channel for about 3 and a bit. We go back up a couple of years, and yeah, I used to hate painting miniatures, mainly because obviously I was no good, and I would spend hours painting just one, and it would come out pants, and I wouldn't enjoy the whole process. And then obviously a year or so ago, yeah, I think we know the term now, don't we? Slap chop. Hate it or love it, and I know it's been around hundreds of years, and it obviously goes by other names. But yeah, it got me really into enjoying painting miniatures. But then the good thing is, once you enjoy painting miniatures, then you want to try other techniques, which is great. And obviously the way I like working is to have minimal effort but maximum satisfaction. And by that I mean, obviously I know a lot of people, they do the hobby because they want to spend hours and hours painting a miniature, which is great. For me, it doesn't matter if I spend half hour or 10 hours, it probably wouldn't get any better. Yeah, I've got a standard I like to go for. Definitely tabletop ready, and that's where I'm happy with. Obviously I will be trying new techniques to try and improve on this. But yeah, if I can get something that's grey or black or whatever colour it comes out of, because obviously I do a lot of 3D printing, yeah, if I can take that and get it some paint on there to a standard I'm very happy with, then great. So that's why, yeah, minimal effort but maximum satisfaction in enjoying what you're doing, and then enjoying the look of the miniatures when on the tabletop. So as you're probably aware, a lot of the miniatures I've been doing recently are from a lovely company called Print Minis over on My Mini Factory. There's obviously a link down below, go and check them out, and there's a discount code for signing up to their email, and if you're watching this in time, you might still be able to take advantage of their Black Friday deals. But yeah, go and check them out. Lots and lots of lovely miniatures, terrain, vehicles, and all the rest of it. And as you can see from the website here, yeah, they got tons of things, and it all has that lovely grimdark sci-fi feel, which is awesome. So obviously I've downloaded them and then taken them into, well, one of my favourite printers at the moment, and that's the Uniformation GK2. As you can see, lovely size build plate this, as I can get these miniatures on there. Well, obviously I can get a shed load more miniatures on there, which is pretty cool. And obviously the Print Minis, they're all, well, you can get them pre-supported or unsupported. Obviously I like the pre-supported ones because, well, it means I'm going to get them coming out perfectly. Especially on the GK2, which has a heated bed, which for this time of year is awesome, because this printer is currently in like a hallway which is crazily cold at night, and yet yeah, I'm getting no failed prints because the resin's been heated up to the right temperature and everything's coming out perfectly. And then just a few hours later, I've got loads of lovely bits and pieces, and this is everything I love about Print Mini stuff. Most of it is modular, which means obviously you can mix and match and make things, well, exactly how you want them, which is really cool. As well as obviously being able to sort of give these guys or ladies, yeah, different sort of like gun outlays. So if you have got any specific sort of games that you play and you need squads, kill teams or gangs, then yeah, this is a great way to obviously yeah, make all them teams up. So I'll print out some bases for these lovely ladies to go on, and then it is just a case of, well, working out which bits I want to go on which bodies. So to make it easier for myself, I've obviously separated them out into body parts, head parts, left arms, right arms, and yeah, it's just a case then of gluing all the bits together, which is pretty cool. And I love how these are the double arms go in, as in they sort of slot in, which is really nice. Because I must admit that other sort of well-known company that produces lots and lots of miniatures, yeah, when they have two-handed weapons, it's very difficult to get them to line up sometimes. Whereas this one, yeah, they just sort of like pop in, or they do when you can see what you're doing. Because don't forget, guys, when I'm filming, I literally have a camera, well, my phone, right in front of my face. So sometimes I can't quite see what I'm doing. So yeah, so when you see me doing things and you think, God, he's a bit cack-handed, yeah, maybe, but a lot of it is because I'm trying to look over at a camera or look around a camera. But hey ho, I'm waffling. Let's get back to gluing some bits together. So don't forget to click on the link down below, guys, and go and check out Print Mini's awesome range of things. So these ones that I'm printing out are the Bitter Nightshades, a female gang. And yeah, I'm not sure if I want to use these for a kill team yet, or maybe Necromunda, as that is a game I keep saying I'm going to be playing soon, and yeah, I want to start buying the stuff. But knowing me, I kind of get hooked on things mad. So yeah, when Kill Team came out, I went nuts and bought tons of stuff for that. And I can see me doing exactly the same with the Necromunda. But I do love the feel and aesthetic of that kind of game. As in like smaller teams than full Warhammer. And also I love the post-apocalyptic sort of feel and look. As yeah, that is very much what I like. Good old Mad Max style gaming. And yeah, I've had a look at a lot of the sort of Necromunda teams, and like these bitter Nightshade ladies here. Yeah, I just love and look at the feel of these, because these are definitely Mad Max style with their funky haircuts and yeah, cool looking weapons. And there we go, this gang, yeah, it didn't take long at all. So it is fun to be able to sort of mix and match and pose things kind of how you want. And now onto the fun bit of painting. So as you can see, I'm doing something again a bit different in this one. I've primed these in black, but then used the old rattle can white over the top for the sort of the zenithal kind of look. And that's because I'm going to go with these with a different way from Slap Chop, as well, we don't always have to do it the same way. And as I say, this is all about me trying to find ways that I like, ways that I enjoy, and that are definitely minimal effort but maximum satisfaction. As yeah, for me that's what this is all about. As I say, I know a lot of people, they do this hobby and they want to sort of spend hours and hours painting because they get really engrossed in it, they really enjoy it and all the rest of it, and that's great. And I say, this is where, when it comes to painting, this is definitely, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We all have our different expectations of what we want things to look like, and obviously our enjoyment of painting. And I say, for me, I love painting a whole variety of miniatures, which is why I would rather do, well, a painting sort of technique that is fun, enjoyable, but also quick. Just because, yeah, I want to move on and paint lots of other things. But the great thing about these, sort of the way that I am painting these, say, basic sort of standard, tabletop ready, play your games and all the rest of it. But at any time, you could revisit a lot of these miniatures and go over and do some highlight edging, stippling, all kinds of other weird and wonderful effects to obviously improve your miniatures. But say for me, yeah, I'm happy with how these come out, and yeah, definitely maximum satisfaction gained from how I do things. As you can see, I am using the Army Painter War Paints, their air range. So obviously these are mainly meant for airbrushes, air guns, that sort of thing. But I love using these as like a normal sort of solid looking paint, mainly because they are already thinned down. Obviously they need to be thinned down to be able to go through the air gun. But yeah, I love using these because they're great coverage. I've got their full range, so obviously there's a shed load of all the colours, and yeah, absolutely love using them. So I will continue using these until I can get hold of the War Paints Fanatic, and that's obviously the Army Painter's new range of paints that yeah, be coming out early next year, which I know I can't wait for, and well, I'm sure a lot of you guys can't wait for. Apologies about the quality of this bit of footage. Yeah, so I use my phone to do my videoing, and occasionally it kind of gets steamed up, where obviously the weather is really cold, then I put the heating on, then I turn the heating off. So yeah, I should have cleaned my lens first. But I just wanted to just sort of video myself really painting. As I say, I do really enjoy painting, and it is very therapeutic. And yeah, it's just a nice sort of way to relax and take your mind off, well, anything else that's going on in your life really. But yeah, so it'd be fun. Plus, I've never seen myself paint, and I just wanted to see if I do make any faces, because I know when I was younger, and I used to do a lot of drawing and painting, and I know then sometimes people always told me my tongue would stick out. Don't know why, but yeah, it looks like my tongue no longer sticks out, which is pretty good. Anyway, so back to painting these. I am batch painting, which again makes things so much quicker. As whatever colour I'm using, I'll use it on, well, all 5 of these lovely ladies, as I am making them look fairly similar in their sort of clothes, certainly the colours of their clothes, because obviously they are a gang, so you'd kind of expect them to, well, be wearing similar outfits, garments, and all the rest of it. So yeah, it didn't take long at all to paint these little ladies up. Just going to finish it off by doing the black rim of the bases. And then we can move on to the next stage, which, yeah, again, this is something I've had sit on my desk for years. I've used it now in 2 other videos and absolutely love it. And for anyone who's wondering what I'm going on about, it's this stuff. Yeah, quick shade. Obviously I have used this with a miniature on it and sprayed that, which is why the front of this tin is really messy. But yeah, this had been sitting on my desk for a good couple of years. Kept wanting to use it, but never for some reason got round to using it. Probably because I was too busy doing slap chopping. But yeah, had a go at using this and I love it. Although if you have seen the video where I first used this, yeah, I didn't realise, well, didn't realise because I didn't read the tin, that this stuff, when it dries, it does leave the miniatures very shiny. So you need to use a matte varnish on them. I didn't know that. And when I did my first lot, it was like, oh, the shading looks awesome, but I hate the fact the miniatures are shiny. So guys, yeah, even if you think you know best, always read the instructions and labels and stuff, because sometimes you might learn something, like I did. And then it really is a case of just dunking each one of them, shaking off the excess, and then obviously these have just been dunked, so they're looking very wet, and yeah, you have to leave them. Typically I think you're meant to leave them like a good, well, overnight is best, because it does take quite a while for these to sort of fully dry and not be sticky anymore. So this is how they come out. This one's dried, but as you can see, yeah, definitely a shine all over it. And so when I first did this, it was like, oh no, it's ruined. But yeah, good old army painter matte varnish. Obviously any matte varnish would probably do, but this is the one I've got, and yeah, it softens it down completely. Obviously I've got a light literally right on the thing, so it's going to show a little bit of glare on there, but in general, yeah, it softens it down nicely. Obviously with the matte varnish you can do several layers, letting it dry fully each time, just so you can get it sort of fully matte, or how you like it really. And there we go, minimum effort, maximum satisfaction, and yeah, I'm happy to certainly play these tabletop. Yeah, you may have noticed guys, I didn't do eyes. I can't do eyes. They are ridiculous to try and do eyes. But this is where I do like the wash on these, as it does sort of leave a little bit of a dark sort of gap or dark area in the recesses where the eyes should be. So yeah, even though I haven't painted the eyes, yeah, I think we know there should be some eyes there. Or these girls are just asleep. Either way, yeah, I'm really happy with these. And again, to say, this is where you can then take it to the next level and do some highlights, edging, highlighting, and whatever else you want to do really. But say for me, yeah, these are done. I'm happy. I'm going to get these on the table. I just want to say a big thank you to Print Minis for, well, letting me print so many of their minis, because they are just awesome. There's another video on the screen guys, give that a click, see more of what I do. Big shout out and thank you to all my lovely patrons and my monthly sponsors for continuing to making it possible for me to do this each and every, well, week, day, month. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and bye!